Hello and welcome back. Today is the 1st of January. I'm feeling all of the New Year's energy today. I've set the entire day aside today to do all of my 2026 planning as well as a review of 2025. I love this time of year. I love harnessing that fresh year energy and just resetting and refreshing everything. I spent the last week just really clearing my space, setting everything up here in the farmhouse, ticking off a heap of things on the to-do list like taking the Christmas tree down, putting some stuff into storage. And another thing I love doing this time of year is sitting on the couch, putting on a comfort show and just going through and refreshing my digital space as well. So clearing all my tabs, clearing my desktop, setting up new bookmarks for the year, all of those things that just get really messy towards the end of the year when you just don't have time to go through them. Nick and I had a very chill New Year's last night. This is the first time that we haven't been traveling or doing something for New Year's in a really long time. It's the first time that we've actually been in our own space, and that's why I really wanted to set today aside just to do as much New Year planning as I could and really harness that fresh energy. I'm currently waiting for my 2026 digital planner to download, so I'm taking the time to bake some cookies. On my December mood board, I had that I really wanted to make these ginger snap cookies that I make most years, and I had all the ingredients. So that's what I'm in the middle of doing at the moment. Dad's about to come up in a second and finish some of the what we're calling landscaping around the farmhouse, but he's using the dozer. I'll show you what this kitchen window looks like now. This is what the kitchen window looks like now. We've had an excavator in to remove some of the things that we had out there. We've still got a few more things to get rid of, and we just want to get this to a place where we can flatten it all out and get some kikuyu growing there so we can start mowing it. So this all looks really different, and this is probably the first time I've shown you the kitchen somewhat set up. Obviously we're waiting for a dishwasher. We need the PowerPoint in there. We've got the dishwasher, we just need a PowerPoint. We've got our coffee machine all set up. Our oven has been a recent addition. This is only like the second time I've actually used the oven, so I'm just really excited that I can bake again. It's also so nice to have a bigger kitchen again. Our last city apartment, the kitchen was so small and so cramped, so I'm just really loving having a proper sized kitchen again to do some cooking. I'm going to finish off these cookies and I will chat you through my 2026 planning as well and the way that I'm setting it up this year. I'm trying a bit of a different approach this year. I'm going to be trying out a mix of physical planning and digital planning just to see if I can get the right combo. So I will also be chatting about that later. And I got distracted. So I'm going to finish them off now and chuck them in the oven. I've got my star cookie cutter. This recipe is actually from a book I read when I was a kid. I think it was called like ginger something. I don't know, but this recipe was in the back of the book and it is so good. I've also just realized that I don't have a rolling pin, so I'm going to have to get a little bit creative with that. It's so nice to have an oven again. I didn't realize how much I would miss it. Having to pan fry everything and not being able to bake anything is actually quite annoying. Not having a dishwasher is also making us really appreciate modern technology. I'm gonna have to figure out now what I'm gonna use as a rolling pin just to roll this out so I can actually cut it. We've got the non-alcoholic sparkling that we were gonna have for New Year's, but then ended up forgetting about it. So I think we're gonna have it tonight after we finish our vision boarding and 2026 planning. I had a couple of drinks over Christmas at our work Christmas party. Yeah, a few events that we went to, but I don't know, I'm just not big on alcohol anymore. I just don't love how much it affects my sleep in particular. I just never feel, even if I don't have much to drink, I just never feel like I've slept properly, hence the non-alcoholic sparkling. I also, unfortunately, battle with migraines quite a lot, and the worst possible thing for my migraines is not sleeping properly and alcohol. The combo, just not great. Do we think that's the right thickness? I don't know. I think that's pretty good. Oh, that's really cute. Look how cute it looks. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the backyard. I'm just going to go get my gumboots. It's a little bit muddy out there at the moment. It's been raining. Dad just parked the dozer. I tried to go out and get some clips of what he was up to, but it was raining the entire time he was here. So I'll pop some clips in of what he's been up to the last couple of days. I'm going to get Rem to stay here so she doesn't get mud all over her. She's mad at me. Here is the dozer in question that's done a heap of this. We also had an excavator in here that helped clean up around these trees. You might remember in one of my past vlogs, there was an old bathtub, I think it was, under this tree. This is what this space is looking like now. I'll put a clip in of what this used to look like before we did all this work. It's still looking a bit rainy out here. The thing with this space out here is it was such a jungle beforehand. It was such a mess that we really just needed to get in and clean it up before we could actually figure out what we want the vision to be out here. One of the most special things about living here again is just the wildlife. I'm so excited for all of this to grass over again. Once we smooth it all out, hopefully we'll get some grass going soon, because the wallabies around here are incredible. You can hear them in the morning when you wake up. You can hear them bounding around. And there's a little joey, I'll pop a clip here. There's a little wallaby, I should say, with a joey in its pouch. We've named her Delilah because she seems to be around all the time. Hopefully in my next vlog, when you see this area, we'll have picked up a heap of the random sticks and stuff that we need to get rid of. And maybe there might even be some grass. I almost forgot, this is my outfit. Oh, that's some thunder. Every time we've been getting storms at the moment, we've been losing power. There's some issue where we don't lose lights, but we lose all of our appliances. So we start getting nervous anytime we hear thunder because we don't want our fridge off for a long period of time, obviously. This is today's outfit. I was gonna say different from my city outfits, but not so much. I'm still wearing Lululemon. I've got a line shorts and a crop top on under here, so it's easier for me to go for a walk later on today because I want to get my steps in. My Blundstone gum boots, and then my favorite t-shirt of all time, which is from Verge Girl. Now, time for some wholesome. I've got my gingerbread cookies. I've got my peppermint tea. I'm about to get started. I've been doing some handwritten notes, reflecting on 2025 and having a think about what I want to bring into 2026. This year I've decided to do, like I said earlier, I've decided to do a physical diary as well as a digital diary, or planner, I should say. I've decided to go with the productivity method. The productivity method is Grace Beverly. If you don't follow her on socials, definitely do. I really love her podcast. I really love the way she talks about productivity. I find it really helpful. I've implemented her sort of productivity structure, if you will, but I haven't actually used the physical diary or even the planner before. So I'm really looking forward to setting that up and seeing how it goes. Planner is downloaded through Notion. I love Notion. I use it to store a lot of my recipes, checklists, all of those sort of things, but I've never been able to get it to work as the primary planner. I think I'll always really like a written to-do list, and that's why I want to combine the digital planner with the actual physical planner. It hasn't arrived yet. I'm hoping that it arrives really soon because it'd be great to start the year actually having it. We'll start with the digital one for now. This was my December mood board, by the way. Gingerbread cookies ticked off. I'm going to create a new one of these for January today. So I'm getting my afternoon steps. I'm gonna go for a walk. Rem is just living her best life up here, and I'm just gonna go visit Mum and see her chickens. She had 15 chickens hatch yesterday, so she is so excited about that. I'll have to show you because they're really cute, and Remy is absolutely obsessed with them. Today is the 2nd, and I didn't quite get through all of my planning yesterday. So I'm about to make myself a matcha, and then I'm going to sit down at my computer and just finish off my goal setting. I haven't made a hot matcha in a while, but I really want to try and recreate the pistachio matcha that my favorite cafe in Brisbane does. If you're ever in Brisbane, my favorite cafe is Kin in Tenerife, and they do this house-made pistachio butter. I stocked up on it last time we went to Brisbane, so I'm going to use that as well as a little bit of honey to sweeten it. It's definitely weather for a warm drink this morning. It is actually really quite cold. Nick made me breakfast this morning, so I've already had breakfast. Nick really isn't doing that well. He's got a really sore back, so he hasn't been joining me on any of my morning walks or anything. I've got my milk. I haven't frothed it yet. I'm going to put my pistachio matcha in here. I haven't done this before. I've done this with just matcha and water. I haven't frothed milk with the pistachio butter in there as well. We'll see how it turns out. It's looking good. Okay, it seems to be looking really good. That looks really yum. It's really good. Still not as good as Kin's, but it's still good. I've just popped some makeup on. We are about to head to town and just grab a couple of groceries. Nick's family are coming to visit, not stay with us yet because we don't have our shower and everything properly set up. So we're just gonna go to town. We have some mail to pick up. We have some groceries to collect. Town's about 30 minutes away, so it's not too far, but it does mean that we've had to change the way that we do groceries and all of those sort of things, because we used to be terrible with getting, what's it called, milk run. We were so close to a Woolworths where we used to live, but because we were really close to the city and everything, we had access to all of those very easy and very convenient things. Speaking of which, I made a big batch of sauté chicken the other day and froze it. My beautiful mother-in-law got me this for Christmas. I have a couple of them. They're the Seed and Sprout. I am the biggest fan of Seed and Sprout. I've spent so much money there in the last little while. Even getting my mum a Christmas present. I bought mum a fancy, as we're calling it, the fancy scrap bucket for her chickens, and I got myself one as well, so that I just chuck all of our fruit and veggie scraps in there. And then when I'm up visiting mum, I just give it to her chickens. This is a genius idea because I hate, well, you can't really freeze stuff in glass, right? And I hate freezing stuff in plastic because you get it out and the plastic cracks and everything. You can freeze the perfect serving in that. It's genius. So I'm just waiting for Nick to come back and then we're gonna head in. We also spent this morning doing my not so favorite task, but maybe Nick's favorite task of setting up our budget for the year, redoing our financial plan and whatnot. This is your sign if you are currently putting off doing your budget, do it. It will make you feel so much better. If you're like me and you're not much of a numbers person, it does suck, but it's important nonetheless. The cake, I'm going to do a vanilla cake with like a buttercream icing and then a happy birthday thing and some candles. I also saw this and thought it would be really cute to serve some cookies and things on when Nick's parents come to visit. I'm going to pack these things away and then I think I might let this butter get to room temperature. I'm going to make a batch of Brookie's cookies from her cookbook. The best thing about them is that you can make them whenever and pop them in the freezer, and then you just pull them out of the freezer and cook them when you need them. So I'm going to make them now and then pull them out of the freezer tomorrow when Nick's parents come. I'm going to wrap this vlog here. I do have a lot more to show you, particularly with the actual wedding venue side of things. I should mention, if you're new here, my name's Emma and my husband and I recently moved from the city back to the family farm where I grew up, and we're working with my family to launch a wedding venue hopefully very soon. And as I was saying, the next vlog will include a little bit more about that. We have some exciting things in the works at the moment, and I will see you next time.